The commencing scene capabilities a person named Milo Stanfield, who's struggling from autism spectrum ailment or ASD. He is visible status on a avenue of New Jersey, retaining a watch on a female with inside the nearby flower shop. In the midst of this, he also appears to be doing a little complicated calculations associated with the timing of activities taking place in his surroundings. Milo notes the method of a passenger bus, a pothole, a avenue artist, and a bicycle rider dashing. Following those observations, he crosses the road and strategically locations a pen at the pinnacle of a mailbox adjoining to the pothole. Soon after, his deliberate chain response takes place. A taxi runs over the pothole, splashing the water at the pen, inflicting it to fall at the ground. This captures the eye of the road artist, who then walks ahead to select out the pen. At the identical moment, the dashing bicycle owner collides with the artist, which leads to him to strike the mailbox and fall at the fruit stand nearby. A chaos ensues in the road, diverting the eye of everyone such as the bus driver. As a result, he does now no longer worry the visitor's mild turning purple and hits the identical female crossing the road, killing her on the spot. Milo then walks far from the scene after confirming that his plan went smoothly. The scene then cuts to an FBI special agent, Olivia Dunham. She works for the Perimeter Division of Homeland Security, that specialize in paranormal phenomena. Olivia appears to be returning lower back to paintings after an extended hold because of her head injury. As quickly as she enters the Fringe headquarters, she is greeted with the aid of using one and all her fellow officers. Charlie, who's the manager of the crew. In the meantime, the leader of the agency, Walter Nate Bishop, is speaking to one and all the lab assistants, Philip Broyles, regarding Olivia's return. Philip says that she is a doppelganger named Fox Livia and expresses situation if they are able to combine an imposter in their crew. Here, it's Miles found out that Olivia, who's in the office, isn't the actual one. She is in reality an imposter who has been introduced to satisfy the vicinity of the unique one. Walter Nate then famous his motivation at the back of keeping Fox Livia on this universe and implanting the actual Olivia's recollections into her. He claims that Fox Livia is the most effective one that can travel among universes with none harm. Walter Nate desires to determine out how she will be able to do so. For this, he says that they have to make her agree with she belongs here. Philip asks what if her new identification does now no longer hold, to which the leader replies that she can be able to now no longer be vital after that. Afterwards, Charlie briefs the crew on the reputedly random bus twist of fate which he claims to have passed off instances on. This week the sufferer has died in every case. He then asks his group to be cautious earlier than going for the website online research. A brief at the same time as later, the FBI crew arrives on the twist of fate website online and splits as much as look for any leads or clues. The research is led with the aid of using some other FBI agent named Lincoln Lee, whose face seems to be ruined with the aid of using burn marks. Charlie inspects the frame and makes use of her fingerprint to retrieve her similarity details. She finally reveals out that the deceased woman's call is Julian Foster. Meanwhile, Olivia questions the bus driver, who is shaken with the aid of using the incident as he has in no way even hit any birds and animals till now. Simultaneously, Agent Lee examines for any symptoms of environmental elements, however reveals nothing. However, he does locate the equal ball factor pen on the scene. After inquiring with the eyewitnesses, Olivia tactics Agent Lee and tells him that the local artist had bent right all the way down to select out the pen, during which he collided with the bicycle rider and fell into the fruit stand. Upon listening to this, Agent Lee speculates that the pen is the main detail that created a series of reactions, in the long run main to the victim's death. The subsequent day at Fringe headquarters, Agent Lee and Charlie are searching for a connection among the bus injuries that took place in 2 days. Agent Lee spots the equal ball factor pen in the picture graph of the primary coincidence, which makes him even greater satisfied that a person has orchestrated the chain of activities. Following this, they go to speak to a mathematician of Fringe agency, Astrid, and inform her approximately the activities. However, she claims that no human can perform this type of chain of activities and mold it in his or her preferred wise. Amidst their argument, some other comparable bus coincidence takes place, leaving Astrid in shock. The FBI retailers without delay rush to the site and locate that the sufferers are nonetheless alive this time. Upon thinking the bystanders, they learn that a canine all at once crossed the road, inflicting the bus to lose control. Just then, Olivia notices a comparable ball factor pen rolling down with inside the ground, which makes her recognize that the chain of activities isn't over yet. She appears round and spots a suspicious Milo searching down from an overhead bridge. Moments later, a person carrying earbuds walks ahead to go the street, most effective to be hit with the aid of using an oncoming ambulance. Confirmed approximately her suspicion, Olivia signals her group and races towards Milo. Seeing this, the latter instantly calculates some other collection of activities and throws a bicycle off the bridge. This activates a bus to extract its route and force proper beneath the overhead bridge. Olivia holds him at gunpoint, threatening him to surrender. However, Milo jumps off the bridge, lands at the bus's roof and receives away. After this event, Milo returns domestic to find his sister, Madeline, involved for him. She tells him that she has been getting numerous calls from the health center, however he ignores her. She then attempts to persuade him to surrender, claiming that he has long passed manner too far. However, Milo anticipates her moves and completes her sentences, correctly silencing her. Not long after, Madeline suggests him a small plastic horse toy, a reminder from their mother. This makes him sense uneasy and he walks away, pronouncing that it's far beside the point now. On the opposite hand, Agent Lee is taken to the health center for his everyday pores and skin. Take a look it up. Before getting into the burn chamber, he asks Olivia to cognizance on locating commonalities amongst the three sufferers. Heeding to his instruction, Olivia returns to the headquarters and begins involved speaking to the witnesses of the accidents. After some time of inspection, she discovers ties among the three sufferers in a clinical center. All three of them had been directly or not directly associated with this center. She stalks her discovery with Charlie, and the two right away head to this very clinical center. Upon arriving there, Olivia notices that one set of sufferers are the use of the identical ball factor pens as they're not able to address virtual devices. Later, they meet Dr. Levin, a primary doctor, who acknowledges all three sufferers of the bus accidents. After briefing them a few details approximately the sufferers, Dr. Levin explains that they had been supporting mentally challenged sufferers with experimental strategies to reinforce their intelligence. He additionally suggests them video footage in their sufferers wherein Olivia spots Milo. Upon inquiring approximately him, Dr. Levin responds that he is certainly considered one among their sufferers who additionally went through the identical drug trial that boosted his IQ exponentially. He is going on to mention that Milo became launched from the health center below supervision of his sister and that he became scheduled to go back returned so as to opposite the experimental process. But now, he's no longer responding to their calls, and he's killing anyone who is making an attempt to get advantage of him. After studying approximately Milo's sister, the FBI marketers determined to pay her a visit. Unbeknownst to them, Milo is retaining an eye on Olivia, noting each unmarried sample of her moves and predicting her subsequent move. Later on, Charlie and Olivia arrive at Milo's region wherein they're greeted with the aid of using Madeline. They ask her approximately Milo's whereabouts. However, she claims to be ignorant of it. Sensing that she is hiding something, the marketers informed her approximately the crimes he has dedicated and the way risky it's far to let him roam free. While Charlie is going to investigate Milo's room, Olivia stalks approximately her past due sister, revealing how they used to take care of one another. This comforts Madeline sufficient to percentage more information about her brother. She explains that Milo is capable of expect the final results of numerous activities to the smallest element and that she can damage Milo's attention simplest with the aid of displaying him the toy horse. Olivia ultimately manages to convince her to reveal whatever she knows, emphasizing that they're worried for civilians in addition to Milo's safety. Madeline then fingers her a note, revealing the location of the lodge that Milo is presently staying at. After this, Olivia and Charlie talk plans with Astrid on a way to seize Milo. However, they quickly understand that any plan could be futile due to the fact he can expect their each move. As a result, They choose to approach the lodge without delay with none again up. In the meantime, Milo is visible at his lodge room, searching down through the window and envisioning eventualities which can be going to happen inside the following few minutes. With his ability, he predicts that Olivia and Charlie will arrive quickly and they will chase him. He additionally calculates that he can kill Olivia with the aid of luring her through a marked sector of a production web page wherein the air is just too thin and crushing her below a load of cement bricks. Just like he predicted, the two FBI marketers arrive on the lodge and discover Milo waiting for them inside the street. He then runs toward the production, even as the marketers pursue him. Olivia, who's blind to the caution symptoms for the thin air zone, races via it alternatively of preventing to place on a respirator. This actually makes Milo's calculation wrong. In addition, she dodges a pile of cemented